Hello my friends, it's Aitherea, and to be honest, I have wanted to replay the story of Final Fantasy XIV for a long time because I think I first started playing in December of 2019, and I have trouble remembering things that happened in the game. In Stormblood, in Heavensward, sometimes Shadowbringers, honestly at this point, sometimes even Endwalker. So we are going to create a new character and start a new game. I know that New Game Plus is an option which allows you to re-experience the game without completely starting over, but I thought it could be nice to have an alt, especially because I really love my Aura, but sometimes I miss my original cat girl that I played for like 2 years when I first started the game, so I'm actually gonna just make my cat girl again, and hopefully we'll get this character to 90 as well. But I thought it would be cool to do ASMR with this because you guys seem to really enjoy the Final Fantasy XIV ASMR and just sort of the let's play casual kind of gaming ASMR, so we're gonna do it. And here we go. This is what she looks like. I obviously had a save file. We're gonna see if we want a different hair or not. Of course, we will now be relegated to just what's available for the race. And eventually, should I start with this hair? I feel like I have always liked this hair, but like never used it. Maybe a different hair color. When I first started this game, I did her hair like a dark blue. And I think I did have white highlights, but I don't like how they look with this particular hair. Let's try again. I'm pretty sure I did it like this. We're gonna just tab the hairs that we like real quick. I can't wait to get my favorite Great Lengths hairstyle. This is also a solid option. Okay, let's go back to color for a second. I once did this very cool color that was like, I think it was one of these. It was kind of like a brownish shade. Maybe it was this one. It wasn't quite blonde. Could have been this one, possibly. Let me just... I remember I wore it with this hair. I think it was darker. Might have been this shade here. I'm not sure. kind of like it. It's always nice to experience something a little different. Pick a different thing than what you normally do. Perhaps that one or that one. I think it might have been the darker one. I remember really liking it. Should we do this hairstyle or this one? I had this one on for a while and I was like, oh, I like that. But now I have this one on for a while and I like it better. I think I definitely want to go with one of these three to start off. Maybe I'll do this one just because I've never actually done it. Double check if we want these eyebrows. And I guess we do, because they're the only ones that don't. That's a little bit too much. They're the only ones that don't go all the way, you know? Not like they don't go like that. Okay. So I think we're gonna do this for now. See, now I'm like, wait, maybe I like this better. I know I can change it, but you know what? I think I am gonna go with this one because, like, now that I look at this, the buns are kind of awkward because of the ears. And I just think it's a little weird. Now I can't unsee it. So I think we are gonna actually go with this. Okay, let's double check the voice. I think I'm gonna go with 7. It seems the least annoying of all of them. In fact, most of them are so annoying that I'll probably cut that out of the video and just cut to this part where I'm telling you that I chose 7. So that she's created, it literally took me way too long to do this for a character that is literally already created, and all I really had to do was just pick some hair that I liked. But whatever. I did want to just double check. What was it gonna be? I don't remember. I was gonna double check. Oh, I think I was gonna, because I feel like there's like, I thought there were earrings you could put on them. I'm surprised she doesn't have face paint. I don't remember if I had put it on her or not. I can't even tell that I just put eyeshadow on her like it. Okay, I see. It just makes her eyelashes kind of pop out more. but it's very subtle. I mean, might as well, right? Okay. I'm gonna go for Arcanist, because White Mage, even though it's my favorite job, is incredibly boring at low levels, and if I level up a Scholar, I can get Summoner for free, so I get to have the DPS if I need it right away. So that's what we're gonna do. And I was thinking about what to name her, and I've decided Lady Aitherea. I don't want her to have a name too similar to my main character, because if I ever buy anything off the Mog Station, I don't want to send it to the wrong character. So I was thinking about this for a while, and I thought Lady Aitherea would be cute, because I really like reading webtoons that are like set in like fake historical periods where people get called Lady and Your Grace and things like that. And also, my friend Karen, we kind of have this like little running joke in my Discord, but she often calls me lady, like her lady, so that would be kind of cute to do Lady Aitherea. I do have to say the cat girl starting outfit is one of the best. Like, she actually looks cute right now.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
It's funny that it dresses me up as a summoner because I chose Arcanist, when in reality, I'm gonna be a scholar. Oi, you alright, lass? She's actually so pretty already. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Where did I come from? I always wondered that. I know it's left open for the player to, like, make a backstory, but I always wondered where the heck did I come from. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Like, look how pretty she is, oh my god. Limsa Lominsa's still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddlin's me trade. See, I was like sure that I like my ephemera better than my Mikote, but like watching my Mikote in the cutscenes, I'm like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you are one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. Well, I'm a gold digger. So I chose to amass a fortune. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Limsa Lominsa's renowned for its smithies and armorers, not to mention its fisherfolk. And then there's its cooks, of course. I love how even in the early game it's basically telling you, like, you want gil? Craft. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. My book doesn't match my outfit at all. Ooh ah. Ship's off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. Pirates? Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lominsan colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? No. I'm saying no since it's my second time playing the game. Thought not. Ah, but I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journeyed itinerant to appraise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Has been a while. Lominsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swollen buccaneer herself, heh. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Ah, at long last, land ho. Behold Limsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlan, goddess of navigation.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlan. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. It's kind of funny I don't remember that voiceover at all. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me ours earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage, till sea swallows all.
The letters give me like flashbacks to like experiencing this game, which when I first experienced the story It was honestly so much fun and so incredible. So even though I can't completely go back, it's still kind of cool. Hey, you there. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. I'm out here like me, scum? Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Welcome to Limsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotana Sea. Please select the control scheme. Mouse and keyboard. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and peek with Graf speak. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You have begun a quest. Welcome to Lominsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with the mind to try your hand at venturing, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name is Baderon, and this, the most hospitable of hostelries, is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garland Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you'll see a people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame 'em after everything that's happened? Aitherea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories, too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Aitherea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, this god's damn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gulf line in the front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this what's got people calling these heroes the warriors o' light. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need ventures to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to a venturer is effort well spent. What say you, lass? Are you willing to lend us your strength? Me thanks to you, and the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer you my way for a reason. Ah, but listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Put your scrawl right there. Lady Aitherea, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer, a very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me, and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard o' me finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait on Merlthor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clues behind 'em. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsans can be an headstrong bunch o' bastards. 'Tis true, but given time, we'll grow on ya. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, where the sea is as green as the faces o' me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskies. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Like to keep Carby out of the way. Alright, so now that I have finished the little intro thing and am part of the game, the world with actual people in it, of which I currently see none, I am going to call it a night here. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time as we continue our journey in A Realm Reborn. I hope you all sleep well. Good night. If you enjoyed this video and want to support me, consider sharing my channel on social media, leaving a comment or a like. Or you can support me on Ko-fi or Throne. Links will be in the description.